once a man reaches, I guess your 20s is when you're in your prime, like physical prime, to like maybe 30. And then with athletes, they can kick it into the deep into the 30s. Like you could be an elite athlete. Like there's this guy, Artur Beterbiev.
Joe Rogan analyzed the upcoming Beterbiev versus Bivol fight. Rogan previously praised Beterbiev for his title defense against Smith, improving his record to 20-0 with all wins by knockout. This victory allowed Beterbiev to retain his titles and set up an undisputed championship match with Bivol. After his victory, Rogan took to Instagram to congratulate the champion and share his admiration. In the caption, he wrote, "This guy drags people to hell like no other. Artur Beterbiev goes 20-0 with 20 knockouts and becomes the first guy to floor Callum Smith. I hope he gets the super fights he deserves before he retires, and I hope people appreciate how extraordinarily terrifying his style and skills are." Beterbiev defeated Smith in the 7th round, the first knockdown of Smith's career. Bivol challenged Beterbiev after his title defense against Arthur, signing a contract before Beterbiev's fight with Smith. Rogan predicted Beterbiev's victory due to his crushing power and relentless style. With a record of 20-0 and every win by knockout, Beterbiev is known for his aggressive and powerful fighting style.
18-0 with 18 knockouts.
Jesus.
He's the only world champion that's in boxing today that has a 100% knockout ratio for every fight he's ever been in. He's from Chechnya. This dude is fucking terrifying.
Beterbiev dominates in the light heavyweight division due to his physicality and technical skills. His granite chin and powerful combinations make him a formidable opponent. Bivol, on the other hand, relies on technical precision, speed, and tactical approach. He demonstrated his skills in his fight against Canelo Alvarez. Joe Rogan believes Beterbiev's knockout power and aggression will give him an edge in a potential fight against Bivol. Rogan highlighted Artur Beterbiev's brute force in the ring, describing him as a monster capable of ending fights with a single punch. Beterbiev's relentless pressure and devastating power make him a formidable opponent, even for elite boxers. Rogan believes Beterbiev's aggressive style could overwhelm Bivol, whose technical skills may not be enough to withstand Beterbiev's onslaught.
Terrifying, because Joe Smith Jr. is an animal. I mean, he's this big, power-punching light heavyweight, and Beterbiev f***ed him up in 2 rounds.
Rogan thinks Bivol's defensive style won't suffice against Beterbiev's power. Bivol needs to be perfect for 12 rounds to win. Beterbiev's pressure and body shots can wear Bivol down, leading to a knockout or stoppage. Bivol must maintain distance, use his jab, and keep Beterbiev frustrated to succeed.
Beterbiev is like 38. I think he's 38 or 37 or 38, something like that. But Google Artur Beterbiev. He's a animal. Most guys by that age that are professional boxers, he's 37. Most guys by that age are starting to slide a little bit physically. Skill-wise, they can maintain. Dude, he's a f***ing animal.
Joe Rogan favors Artur Beterbiev over Dmitry Bivol due to his power, aggression, and ability to impose his will. He believes Beterbiev's strength will eventually overwhelm Bivol's boxing skills. The clash of their contrasting styles promises a thrilling fight between 2 elite light heavyweights.
But Google the video of him knocking out Joe Smith Jr. because you could find it online. He's a fucking animal. And Joe Smith Jr. is a dangerous guy. He's this big power punching guy, and this Artur Beterbiev just f***ed him up, man. But it's interesting how he did it. Like, Joe's like real aggressive and powerful, and he just caught him coming in.
Dmitry Bivol has a tough fight coming up with Artur Beterbiev and has now compared the challenge to a previous standout opponent in Saul Canelo Alvarez.
That it's hardest test. Why? Because he's stronger. I know he's physically stronger than Canelo.
After delays due to injury on Beterbiev's part, Bivol will finally face his fellow Russian for the undisputed light heavyweight championship on October 12th. Bivol is also unbeaten, and most high-profile win to date came over multi-weight world champion and super middleweight King Canelo back in 2022 when he outpointed him over 12 rounds. Keeping that in mind, Bivol explained why he thinks this next contest is his hardest fight yet, and he put it it down to his latest opponent's combination of both power and skills. Bivol said, "To be honest, I believe that it's the hardest test." Why? Because he's stronger. I know he's physically stronger than Canelo. He has good technique too. Many people talked about his power, but they forget about his technique. But Bivol also believes that he has got the skill set to neutralize the sheer knockout power of Artur Beterbiev.
Because we're all human beings, and I'm in boxing since I remember myself. I have all of it, to all boxing skills to beat him.
With a deep understanding of his own capabilities, Bivol emphasized that he possesses a comprehensive skill set that makes him a formidable opponent. Bivol stated, "I'm a fighter that has enough power, enough speed, enough movement, boxing technique, and IQ to defeat Beterbiev." What Bivol means by this is that he feels well equipped to face Beterbiev, a fighter known for his relentless pressure and knockout power. Bivol believes his speed and agility can be key factors in the match, allowing him to evade some of the more powerful strikes from his opponent. Beterbiev is known for his ability to switch between aggressive forward movements and effective counterpunching, which adds layers of complexity to their matchup. Bivol acknowledges Beterbiev's diverse skill set, noting, "Of course, I'm expecting all scenarios. He can go. He could move forward so fast in the beginning. He can move also back and counterpunch. He has a lot of good skills, and he can use it against me." Bivol also addressed Canelo Alvarez's call out for a rematch, shedding light on how the rematch could have already taken place. In his response, Bivol highlighted that there were opportunities on the table, but various factors, including negotiations and scheduling conflicts, complicated the possibility of a quick rematch.
After my fight against Canelo, we were available for rematch, but he chose couple of another fights.
But for now, Bivol is only focused on Beterbiev and plans on to become the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Bivol said, "I don't think about the rematch at all. I have my training camp and the Beterbiev fight, and then we will see. It's just talks." As the highly anticipated fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev approaches, boxing analysts are weighing in on their predictions. Among them is Tim Bradley, a former two-weight world champion, who has shifted his perspective since the fight was first rumored nearly a year ago. Initially, Bradley expressed confidence in Bivol's abilities, highlighting the advantages he believed Bivol would bring to the ring. Bradley stated, "Bivol is a very tough matchup, having that strong foundation, amateur pedigree, and also having an educated jab and in-and-out footwork that can keep Beterbiev off balance. Who would I favor? Right out the gate, I would favor the boxer." His early assessment showcased Bivol's skill set, suggesting that his boxing technique could effectively neutralize Beterbiev's aggression. However, after witnessing Beterbiev's impressive stoppage victory over Callum Smith, Bradley has adjusted his outlook on the matchup. Bradley now sees it as a much more even contest, saying, "Tough fight. I'm gonna say 50-50. I've always favored Bivol, but he'll have to fight a perfect fight to keep Beterbiev off of him." This shift reflects the impact of Beterbiev's performance, indicating that Bradley recognizes the formidable challenge Beterbiev presents. Bradley elaborated on why he views the fight as a closer contest than he initially did. He concluded, "He's a real champion. He's disciplined and devoted to his religion. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he takes care of himself. When you preserve your body like that, you can last long in the sport." Opaya, a talented boxer in his own right, has expressed his admiration for Dmitry Bivol and his boxing style. Opaya appreciates Bivol's technique, footwork, and overall approach to the sport, viewing him as an impressive competitor. However, he also acknowledges the significant challenge that Artur Beterbiev presents, recognizing that Beterbiev's skills are not to be underestimated.
Man, I am a massive Bivol fan, you know what I mean? And then I love the boxing style, you know what I mean? Like just the cutting angles, you know, the way he holds his distance, and you know, he makes minimal mistakes, you know. Beterbiev is a great fighter, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a perfect style matchup against a guy who walks forward, but he walks forward smart, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I've watched him before, and I'm like, how is he so hard to hit, you know what I mean? But things are just missing him by millimeters. And then you got someone that boxes so well and he keeps people right on the end of his punches. So it's just such an exciting matchup to me. So
the anticipation surrounding the undisputed light heavyweight clash has sparked insightful discussions among boxing experts on the DAZN round table, with notable analysts like Darren Barker, Joseph Parker, and Ariel Helwani sharing their thoughts. Barker highlighted one of Bivol's standout qualities, saying, "In the footwork department, I think he's that good the way he glides in and out effortlessly, and he doesn't jump out of range too far." This praise illustrates Bivol's exceptional ability to maintain control in the ring, using his footwork to evade opponents while staying in striking distance. He further emphasized the critical role of precision in boxing, noting, "He'll make you miss by that much, and that much is the difference between winning and losing." This insight underscores how small margins can have significant impacts on the outcome of fights, particularly at such a high level of competition. Joseph Parker, the current WBO interim heavyweight champion, also expressed his admiration for Bivol, stating, "I favor Bivol as well. I feel like he's more precise with his punches and has good footwork." Parker's endorsement highlights Bivol's tactical prowess and accuracy, adding to the growing support for the fighter as the bout approaches. Ariel Helwani added to the chorus of praise for Bivol, commenting, "Bivol has been active. He fought, I know, lesser competition, but he hasn't had to come back from injury." Helwani recognized Bivol's consistency in the ring, suggesting that his activity level could benefit him in this high-stakes encounter. Helwani also discussed the contrasting styles of the fighters, saying, "I think that Bivol is the better boxer. Beterbiev is the better puncher, the harder puncher, but Bivol's the better boxer. And so for that reason, I favor Bivol." This assessment points to the strategic dynamics of the fight, as Helwani believes Bivol's boxing skill could give him the edge. Reflecting on past performances, Helwani noted, "If this was happening in June when it was supposed to happen originally, and we're coming off of Bivol Arthur, I would be saying a completely different thing." Helwani elaborated on his mixed feelings about Bivol's performance against Lyndon Arthur, expressing, "I wasn't very impressed with him in that fight. I think he regained a lot of our trust and confidence after how he looked in June against Zena." Helwani's candid assessment of Bivol's earlier fight demonstrates the analyst's commitment to providing an honest evaluation of the fighters. He shared, "I felt like he was a little lackadaisical against Arthur. I felt like he wasn't engaging. I felt like he was just trying to get the win in that fight on the December 23rd card." Barry Jones had previously favored Bivol to win, recognizing his technical skills and strategic prowess in the ring. However, as the date draws nearer, Jones has expressed some reservations, particularly concerning Beterbiev's formidable knockout power. Jones commented on his evolving perspective, noting that while he initially believed in Bivol's abilities, the potential threat posed by Beterbiev has made him less certain. He understands that Beterbiev's reputation as a powerful puncher means that one mistake could change the course of the fight dramatically.
I picked Bivol from when it was first spoken about. I picked Bivol, and I tend to stick with my first assumption because it's not just I don't just say Bivol. I have a reason behind it. Yeah. But I wasn't confident then. I'm not confident now. Beterbiev should be the massive favourite. I would say that because he's knocked everyone out. He's knocking out good boxers, he's knocking out good big punchers, he's knocking them out in the first round, he's knocking them out in the last round.
Terrence Crawford has also weighed in with his prediction for the mega fight. During an Instagram live session, the 4-weight world champion shared his insights, showcasing his belief in Bivol's abilities while acknowledging the complexities of the matchup. Crawford began by emphasizing the significance of strategy in the bout, stating, "I think the best man's gonna win. The one that executes their game plan, the best will win in that fight." Crawford praised Bivol's technical proficiency and agility, which he believes will be crucial in controlling the fight. He continued, "If I had to pick one, I'd pick Bivol because of his boxing skills, his movement, and just his will to keep a fighter at the distance that he needs." Crawford concluded with a pointed observation about Beterbiev's style. Crawford acknowledges Beterbiev's strength and aggression, yet reinforces Crawford's confidence in Bivol's jab as a key weapon. He suggests that Bivol's skillful use of his jab could effectively neutralize Beterbiev's advances, further solidifying Crawford's belief that Bivol has the tools necessary to secure victory in this high-stakes clash. He said, "Beterbiev, he's strong. He's gonna be coming to fight, but I think Bivol's jab is gonna stop stop all that forcefully coming straight forward. Eddie Hearn, the head of Matchroom Boxing and Bivol's promoter, is fully aware of the significant challenge that Beterbiev presents. With a keen understanding of the boxing landscape, Hearn has watched Beterbiev rise through the ranks, observing the power and ferocity that define his fighting style. Beterbiev's reputation as a knockout artist precedes him, and Hearn acknowledges that the Russian fighter is a dangerous opponent who can change the course of a match with one decisive blow. Despite recognizing Beterbiev's strengths, Hearn maintains confidence in Bivol's abilities, believing that his technical skills will give him the edge in this clash of titans. He stated, "It's a very tough fight. I believe he's Bivol a slight favorite in the fight because I feel skill-wise he's a better fighter than Artur Beterbiev." Hearn's assertion reflects a deep appreciation for Bivol's boxing IQ, footwork, and overall finesse in the ring. He sees Bivol as not just a capable fighter, but as one who has the ability to outmaneuver and outthink Beterbiev throughout the match. Hearn further elaborated on the intricacies of their fighting styles, saying, "We've seen time and time again that Artur can sometimes lose rounds, but he just hunts you down." Callum Johnson, who faced Beterbiev in the ring, has openly shared his thoughts about the formidable power that Beterbiev possesses. His experiences have shaped a deep respect and perhaps a touch of fear for the Russian fighter's knockout ability, which he described as something that gave him nightmares. When asked to weigh in on the upcoming clash between Bivol and Beterbiev, Johnson didn't hesitate to back his former adversary. He stated that he believes Beterbiev would come out on top in a matchup against Bivol. This endorsement speaks volumes, considering Johnson's first-hand experience with Beterbiev's punching power and relentless fighting style.
But it's a very interesting fight. If you ask me who I think is going to win, I say Beterbiev. Is that because I want him to win? You know, I think I do want him to win, just because it kind of like makes it look a little bit better for me, if you like. But it's a very interesting fight, one I'm looking forward to.
When you look back at your experience in the ring with Beterbiev, like, if you could describe his power.
George Groves also weighed in with thoughtful observations about both fighters and their distinct styles. Groves first highlighted Beterbiev's power, stating, "Beterbiev, once he lands, he has an effect. The question would be, can he land on Bivol, and does it have the same effect with everyone else he's boxed?" This remark underscores Beterbiev's reputation as a knockout artist who can change the course of a fight with a single punch. The effectiveness of Beterbiev's power against a skilled opponent like Bivol remains a crucial point of discussion as the match approaches. Groves then turned his attention to Bivol's previous performances, noting, "Bivol was exceptional against Canelo when he gets his game plan set up and he sticks to it. He boxed exquisitely well, but it's a safety-first approach from Bivol, and you realize he hasn't stopped anyone in a long time, years and years." This analysis reflects Groves' admiration for Bivol's tactical acumen, particularly during his impressive victory over Canelo Alvarez. However, he also points out Bivol's cautious style, suggesting that his focus on safety may limit his knockout potential. He further added, "He beat Lyndon Arthur out in Saudi recently, but I thought he would do a bit more of a demolition job on him. And if you put Lyndon Arthur in with Beterbiev, you'd think he'd just walk through him." Blair Cobbs, a welterweight contender, has shared his belief that Beterbiev's extraordinary strength will play a pivotal role when he steps into the ring against Bivol. Beterbiev, who enters the bout unbeaten and boasts an impressive knockout record, is known for his ability to end fights with devastating power. Cobbs acknowledges that while Bivol may pose the toughest challenge Beterbiev has faced to date, he still believes Beterbiev will emerge victorious. Cobbs commented, "Artur Beterbiev has unbelievable strength and power. I don't know how Bivol is going to be able to fight somebody like that. I don't see Bivol being able to survive something like that, but it will be very interesting." Former two-time world champion Hasim Rahman has also weighed in on the anticipated clash. Reflecting on Beterbiev's 7th round stoppage victory over Callum Smith back in January, Rahman remarked, "It was a lovely performance. He did what he had to do. He kept his knockout streak alive." When discussing Beterbiev's chances against Bivol, Rahman did not hold back in his prediction, stating, "I don't even want to single out Bivol. I'm telling you, anybody at 175 that gets in the ring with that boy, that man, Beterbiev, they're going to sleep. If they don't go to sleep, they're getting a mercy stoppage or their corner gonna stop it or something." His confidence in Beterbiev's capabilities is evident as he emphasizes that opponents in the light heavyweight division will face significant danger. Rahman continued, "They're gonna get hit harder than they ever got hit. They're gonna get hurt more than they ever got hurt, and they're going to lose the fight." Conor McGregor recently made an appearance at an event sponsored by DualBits, where fans eagerly sought his insights on the upcoming fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. As a seasoned fighter deeply entrenched in the world of combat sports, McGregor couldn't conceal his enthusiasm for the matchup. He expressed admiration for both boxers, recognizing their unique skills and the intensity they bring to the ring.
Dmitry Bivol or Artur Beterbiev, don't know. Good fight. Very good fight. If you think, they're probably two of the baddest men in the gloves. In the gloves, but it's a different world without the gloves.
Robert Garcia also shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, predicting that Bivol will emerge victorious by decision when they face off on October 12th. He expressed his excitement for the matchup, stating, "I can't wait for that one, man. That's gonna be a fight that's hard to pick the winner. I lean towards Bivol by decision. I just think he's got that style that he's not going to allow Beterbiev to get in. I don't know. I just think Bivol will push it up and earn a decision win." Garcia's analysis reflects his belief that Bivol's style will effectively neutralize Beterbiev's aggressive approach, allowing him to control the pace and flow of the fight. Despite his support for Bivol, Garcia acknowledges the formidable challenge that Beterbiev presents, especially at 39 years old. Beterbiev has maintained an unblemished knockout record throughout his 11-year professional career, making him a constant threat in the ring. Garcia recognized this reality, stating, "I also wouldn't be surprised if Beterbiev hurts Bivol and knocks him out, because that guy has so much power that he could knock anybody out." This admission underscores the respect Garcia has for Beterbiev's knockout ability, highlighting the danger that always looms when facing such a powerful opponent. Garcia further elaborated on the challenges Bivol may encounter, emphasizing that to win, Bivol must be the better fighter on the night. He pointed out that Bivol needs to employ quick movement to counter Beterbiev's devastating power. Well, that's what Bivol's gonna do. Just boom, 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 touch, touch, and move, and touch, touch, and move. But that power is always there, man. That power is the last thing that leaves. Lyndon Arthur, who has previously sparred with Artur Beterbiev, shared his thoughts on the upcoming battle between Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Arthur recognizes Bivol's strong technical ability and high boxing IQ, which he believes will make Bivol a formidable opponent in the ring. However, Arthur emphasizes that Beterbiev's sheer power is a critical factor that should not be underestimated. His experience in the ring with Beterbiev has shown Arthur just how dangerous the Russian fighter can be. Beterbiev's knockout ability poses a significant threat, meaning that even if Bivol employs his technical skills effectively, he must remain vigilant against Beterbiev's overwhelming force. So what are your thoughts about this fight? What is your prediction for this fight? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.